What's up, guys? This is Tati, aka Fruits of Living. I'm back with another video. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I speak a lot about spirituality, creativity, and how to thrive in this thing that we call life by inviting our soul into a lot of our experiences is one thing I speak about often. Because oftentimes we're moving through life and not inviting our soul essence to be there with us. And when we move from the place of the soul, there's an intuitive guidance that's there with you that is not really there otherwise. I speak of this often. In this video, I'm gonna streamline my consciousness a bit. Just kind of see where it goes. I had a lot of decisions that have been coming up recently of where to go next and what path will be the best one for me. The thing is that it's ever changing. It's always evolving. Where to go next and what to do, because life is constantly throwing different things at us, and it's up to us to align with life in the best way that we know how, but aligning with life to intuition. And this could be hard. This could be hard at times because the patterns that are so ingrained in us, right? Like attachment, being attached to love, interest, relationships, family, friends, being attached to things. That's normal, right? It's just part of being human. But also, sometimes we make a lot of our decisions from that place, not realizing that that's what we're doing. So this is a reminder that for us to continuously come back to ourselves and ask if we're making decisions based on what we truly want, or are we doing it because of an attachment? Are we just doing it to make someone else happy? And asking ourselves these sort of inquiries, self-inquiries, to get more clarity on what it is that we truly want. And it's a difficult thing. So it's a difficult thing because just our upbringing, we're usually gonna lean towards attachment. Dr. Gabriel Mate, he speaks about attachment and authenticity. And a lot of the times we pick attachment over authenticity because attachment, right? Like when we're kids, we're attached to our mother because we have to be, our life depends on it. And so over time, we learn that a lot of the things that we want, we can only get through making someone else happy. Like, let's say when you go to college and you really wanted to be an artist, but you chose to be a doctor because your mother always instilled in you that being a doctor is the way to go, and it's so ingrained in you to pick attachment over your authenticity, which is your authentic self wants to be an artist, but you pick your attachment first because the attachment is what kept you alive all during your childhood. It fed you, it gave you life. Your life literally depends on it. But what we fail to realize over time as we get older is that our life no longer depends on these attachments. Now we're adults and we can make decisions for ourselves from our authenticity. This has been a struggle for me to make constantly choices from this place of being authentic, moving from a place of authenticity and not from a place of attachment. You know, it's been a constant battle for me, and these are self-inquiries that we have to ask. Am I making a decision authentically? Is this what I really desire? Like, why are we so afraid to say no when we really mean no? Because we're afraid to hurt someone else's feeling. We're afraid of what we'll look like. But you know what? Yeah, it may hurt someone else's feeling, but at the same time, when you're going against yourself by making someone else happy, you're no longer being yourself. So now, let's say there's a party, right? You show up to the party that you didn't really want to be at, but you showed up because you felt guilty and you felt obligated to be there. Now you're there, but you're not really present. You're not really engaging. You wish you were somewhere else. And now you're not being authentic in the moment. And a lot of our lives are like this. We go on and we do things just for other people and not realizing we're putting ourselves on the back burner. So constantly asking ourselves these questions of, am I aligning with myself? Is this what I really want? And why am I making this decision? Is my heart fully in it, or am I just being attached right now to something or someone? And also trusting that you're doing the best that you can. Whenever you make a decision and you know you did the best that you possibly could, just release it and start trusting what's coming. Just trusting that what is coming is correct. Thank you guys for listening to my rant. I guess it's more of a rant, you know. Sometimes I have motivational videos. I think today is just a rant. I'm just blabbering and talking, just sharing my thoughts about decisions, because it's what I've been dealing with the past few weeks. And it's always changing. Like my truth is always changing. And so when people ask me like, when are you going to do this, or settle down, or do these normal things that people do, I really don't have answers, because my life is not like everyone else's. I'm just kind of going with the flow of life, and that's kind of what it's like to live from a place of trusting. It's like there's more flow in your life, but there's also less structure. So it's up to you to create that structure for yourself. And you know, it may seem a little flaky to people, you know, because what is she doing now, or like, what the heck is she up to? But the thing is that it's always changing. It's always changing, and that's why I can't consistently give you a blank answer that this is what I'm going to do, because it's constantly changing for me. My truth is ever evolving, and that's my reality, and I trust that, and I trust that this is the way that we're supposed to live our lives. Constantly changing. The life is supposed to constantly evolve. We're not meant to just be stuck in a cubicle for 100 years. I know I'm being extra, but like for all this time, and just go home, make our dinner, and just do it all over again. Do you really think that that's why we're here? That's why God gave you life? Of course not. Of course not. And I get it. When like every day we're supposed to live truly live, not just on vacation 2 times out of the year. No, I refuse to live my life that way and wait for retirement to truly live my life. No, I live my life now because reality is now, and it's now. Our life is in the present moment. Everything has a price in life. Everything has a price. And the price of this lifestyle that I'm choosing is uncertainty. It's constantly uncertainty because, you know, I don't work a traditional job. I don't do the regular thing. So you're constantly having to be creative and figure out what are you going to do next from a point of creativity, and not just doing what everybody else is doing just to get by. That's a little of how I feel about life. But being surrounded by the mountains, it's so awesome. It's so healing, and it's really inspired me, this land, to create more and be more present, and to do all the things that I've had in my head, and just to make them actually real, make them happen. I do believe that the land has certain frequencies. Each land feels different. Yeah, it just depends. All depends where you are and what'll come up. Yeah, I believe since the mountains are here that they hold a certain frequency, and yes, there are buildings and it's a big city, but also the mountains are much larger, and literally emanate this energy about them. Anyways, guys, thank you all for listening, and thumbs like if you like me ranting and speaking on some different subjects today. Appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you, and I will see you on the next one. Blessings.